And the next fight we got on the card here is in the welterweight division, and it's Rhys McKee, who's 0-4 in the UFC. So, I mean, I think any loss would signify his last fight in the promotion. And he's been given these chances because he's very entertaining, he's extremely durable, and he's been given tough assignment after tough assignment. But he's proven on the regional scene in Cage Warriors that he can dominate. He's been the champion. So, the UFC is where he belongs. It's just he has to prove that he actually can win here and get the results, man. And Daniel Frunza, Contender Series fighter, he's making his UFC debut. And last September, he fought, got the knockout win on Contender Series. He looked impressive in general. He has 5 knockout wins in a row. And Rhys McKee is 0-4 in the UFC, but he's a name that people are familiar with. And it's a fight where I think the UFC is looking to test where Frunza is at. And if he wins, I think they're going to give him a big fight next. But you look at the style, I get why they did this matchup. It's going to be really entertaining. Frunza's a really fun striker. He walks fighters down. He chops the legs. Looks to land the big right hand. He has nice accuracy. He's really good at slipping and returning off punches or countering kicks with the right hand. He keeps measured pressure, and he won't really give a ton of counter opportunities, but he's a very dangerous striker. In his one loss, he was having success landing leg kicks. He kind of got overzealous, threw a couple of naked kicks, got dropped, and it led to him getting choked out. But kicks, I think, are kind of the way to go versus Frunza. He can eat body kicks, he can block head kicks with his arms, and fighters have to set them up because he will be looking to counter. But when you throw kicks on him, a lot of them tend to land. And outside of that, just trying to pull Frunza into a takedown or a big punch is potentially what you have to do too. I mean, he got dropped his last fight with a big uppercut by Cutsy, and I think he was kind of expecting the takedowns, and he got caught early, but he tends to get hurt in a lot of fights early on. But he's a really dangerous striker, and once he gets the groove and gets going, he could force exchanges, kind of take away that kicking range and go to work. And McKee's going to be there to hit, so I'm sure Frunza feels like he has the power to finally be the guy that cracks McKee's chin. And Frunza has proven that he can maintain his knockout power for all 3 rounds as well. We've seen him get a knockout with an elbow from hell in the dying seconds of round 3. That fight was an elevation too, so his cardio, at least for striking, is pretty on point, but Frunza's lost both of his pro fights via rear naked choke. The most recent one was more because he got dropped with punches than anything else, but his grappling hasn't really been shown much in fights. He is not going to be an offensive wrestler or look for submissions, but did show good submission defense versus Jalen Fuller, and he's gotten taken down in a couple of his fights recently, but he's good at not allowing much damage to happen, and even though he can get controlled a little bit, when he gets back up, he's right back in your face trying to make up for that. Rhys McKee did spend a lot of time pushing into Kawani against the cage in his last fight, so Frunza needs to have an answer for that if Rhys McKee tries to do that here. And Rhys McKee, though, experienced fighter, kind of an all-rounder, super durable, high volume on the feet. He has to, in this fight, control the center and pressure. I think front kicks to the body, round kicks to the body are something he needs to use with the jab. When he shoots his jab, he has to really throw it, not be lazy, because Frunza is going to be trying to come over the top with heavy shots. And I think after you start to have success with the jab, feigning it, and then looking to get Frunza to look to counter and then land knees or shots up the middle. But McKee can't get backed up. He has to not get stagnant against the cage. He could take a shot really well, but you never want to test your chin with someone with the power of Frunza. And even if Frunza doesn't have the power to knock out McKee, I think whoever is going first and forward is most likely going to be winning out of these two. And Rhys McKee, he's lost some fights through being taken down. His wrestling defense is not the greatest. We've even seen him get taken down by guys like Alex Morono, but this fight, I doubt he's going to have to deal with any takedown attempts, and he's actually gotten better at getting back up, and I think if anyone looks to mix it up, it's probably going to be McKee. Maybe he could use the clinch to get to the back and jump on the back, or surprise with the takedown. You saw him versus Enja Kawani get a takedown really late in the fight. I think he could have went to that earlier and had success, and maybe he's going to learn from that. But I kind of lean McKee here just because I think he's going to go to the body. I think he's going to mix in the clinch. I think he's a little more durable. He's durable enough to take the damage, and if he can get the back, I could see him finding the choke. His last fight, he wrestled too late, like I said, and I think he needs to try that a little earlier here. But I think he could take the decision or even hurt his opponent and then club and sub them. But it's hard to be super confident in McKee because he's 0-4 in the UFC, but I feel like he has the experience, and I think he can get the win here.